What's up with it, world? It's your boy Cashup, Kenn. And in this one, I want to talk about being, I don't know why we looking that way. I want to talk about being obedient. Being obedient and listening to the voice of the universe, the supernatural power, God, Allah, Buddha, Jehovah, whoever he is to you. Now, a lot of us, man, all of us are great people. And all of us have purpose. You know what I mean? And the purpose for our greatness is to be great to somebody else or be a blessing to somebody else. But sometimes we question that inner voice. We question that inner voice. You see what I'm saying? We question it. And sometimes he can put something on your heart and you may not know that that's him. Maybe you know. Maybe you don't know. Maybe you're confused. But in this video, I'm finna let you know how you know. And how you know that's him. Putting that on your heart to do whatever. You know what I mean? We think about the story of Moses. Moses was great. He did great works. He was a blessing for his people. He was a great person. And he was an even greater person for other people. You know what I mean? But the thing that made Moses so great, dang, I can do this video and shit just get to moving, man. But then, the thing that made Moses so great, devil, was he was able to listen to that inner voice. He trusted that inner voice. And sometimes, you know, it's like building a muscle. You gotta really work on that. You know what I mean? And what made Moses so great, that he trusted that inner voice. And by him trusting that inner voice, he was able to do great things. Split the Red Sea. There was a voice inside of him that told him, hey man, put this rod down. You know, that was a voice. If he had not listened to that voice, then there would have been the destruction of his people. His people couldn't have progressed. You know what I mean? And going back to my point, you gotta trust that voice. That voice. And one way to know, to give you an example, I was walking from Family Dollar. I had just got me some stuff, some water. What I get? Some water. I got me some peanut butter. I got me some bread. I got me some more fish that I said I wouldn't eat. But I said if I'm gonna eat meat, I'd rather eat fish than sandwich meat. But that's a whole nother story. I'll say that for another. But I came from Family Dollar, get me some food. And on my way leaving Family Dollar, I'm walking home, whistling, happy I'm finna eat. You know what I mean? And I pass a church, but in particular what I see was this homeless man. And keep in mind, this homeless man, I've been seeing him for years, damn near a decade. I've been seeing him. Even when I had my car was running, I see him, he be walking by doing this thing. He never asked nothing from nobody. You know what I mean? And he just, you could tell he homeless. And he be walking and picking up whatever he pick up, like, you know what I mean, trying to make it throughout the day. You know what I mean? Homeless man. But this particular day I saw him, and I'm walking, and he walking, and he looking homeless. You know what I mean? And I saw him he picked up a McDonald's wrapper. You know what I mean? I'm behind him. So I'm behind him, and he kind of on the left of me. And I'm kind of trailing behind him. He walking, and I'm walking. And I'm just really observing. So I watch him pick up the McDonald's wrapper. Keep walking. Then he picked up, it would look like a ketchup package. And keep walking. Then he looking back at me. But the whole time this is going on, something in me saying, give to him. Give money to him. Not give the water and the food I had, but or maybe it was that too. But it was the voice I was hearing was saying, give to him. But I was like, man, I'm doing bad. Man, I need this $10 in my pocket to catch the bus, to get some more money. I need this food in my backpack so I can be strong. That was the thoughts that I had that override the voice that was in me. So keep in mind, we walking to the end of by the time we got to the end of the block, I wound up going right, he wound up going left. But getting to that block, this voice kept saying, give to him. Just give to him. You know what I mean? But I ignored that voice. Like I said, my own needs, my own selfish needs override the inner voice. You know what I mean? And I walked home. I ended up going right. He ended up going left. And I was walking, and that voice was steady saying, that was your opportunity to give. It weighed heavily on my spirit, me not giving, to the point that I knew, at that very moment, I knew, okay, this is how you know when that inner voice, this Yahweh, Buddha, Allah, Jehovah, whoever he is to you, this is how I know when he telling you to do something, when he directing you to do something, because it'll weigh heavy on your spirit. Heavy on your spirit when that's all you can think about is that voice, that directive. So this is my gift to you. Don't be like me and let your personal feelings, your personal emotions override what he telling you to do. This is how you know he telling you to do something when it's heavy on your spirit. It's heavy on your spirit, and that's all you thinking about is that direction. And I give you a bonus when your emotions start to override that heavy feeling that you know is right, that you know is pure, that you know you should do. When your when your emotions, your selfish emotions start overriding that inner voice, that's how you know it's a greater calling. It's a higher purpose. It's the man upstairs. It's the God. It's Jehovah Allah. It's him putting that in you that say, do this. And thank God, thank Allah, thank Buddha, thank Jehovah that Moses was nothing like me, because people would have perished. They would have died at that Red Sea. You know what I mean? And even more importantly, man, we gotta stop being so selfish. Give not out of your need, but think about the next man. Think about how can I be a blessing to the next person. And I believe once you tune into that frequency, you'll be able to listen and be more receptive to the inner voice that's guiding you to do this greater works. So I ain't gonna be long-winded, man. In a nutshell, this is how you know that he put that thing on your heart. Not you being manipulated by outside source. Not you being manipulated by mom and daddy. Not you being manipulated by the preacher. This is how you know that he put this thing in you when it weigh heavy on your heart. It weigh heavy on your heart. Almost like you feel compelled to do it. And the only thing that's going to stop you to do it is your selfish emotions. You understand what I'm saying? But once you tune into the fact that how can I be a blessing to the next man? I'm here to be a blessing to the next man. Then you can actually hear and be receptive and obey whatever he put on your heart. So that's it in a nutshell, man. How we can open our heart and hear God and do whatever he have us to do for the day or for the moment. Be like Moses. 100.